I don't often have to go to take two, eh?
Yeah.
Here's what I say to Hamilton. Oski, what?
Touchdown!
Welcome to Podcast 9 and Week 6 of the MRMFL. Folks, it started a little differently. We had some MRMFL athletes who were on the girls' volleyball team who were at a tournament this past weekend, and they spotted a picture of former Saskatchewan coach Luxon because the tournament was at his former high school. You gotta love the Spygate continues even when they take it to the volleyball courts. Folks, let's get right to the action. You can see in the first action this week was actually a game from the week before that we didn't get run. Montreal QB fires a long pass for a touchdown here. While Edmonton seems to have a knack of throwing some short plays that end up being 6 points with yak yards aplenty, folks. You can see by the numbers that these games are tight. They all are this year. Now game one of the divisional rivalry week, you can see Hamilton with a sizable gain here, while Toronto with its characteristically methodical, small chip away type offense will get yards as seen in this short pass. You can see by the numbers that this too was a very close game. In fact, so close it came down to the last play of the game. In game two, they see Montreal with a quick square right, while Winnipeg QB will spot a wide open receiver who would score 6. Folks, this was another tight game, and the numbers certainly indicate that this league this year is awesome. Now, folks, take a look what's a regular occurrence on the MRMFL sidelines this year. You can see the coaches are scouting. You gotta love this fluffy, etiquette-driven league. It's worse than the NFL. Folks, now take a look at this happy dance by Coach Vasquez of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. We're not sure what kind of this is, and if it's taunting, or if he's just extremely happy he scored a touchdown. Maybe it's time we brought back a true classy Winnipeg Blue Bomber in Milt Stiegel to have a word with our very own Winnipeg coach of the MRMFL, Coach Vasquez. That a later date. Folks, let's get to the third game. Saskatchewan showed some prowess with a deep completion scene here, which would result in another touchdown. BC always seemed to respond. Look at the great grab for 9 yards by this receiver. You can see by the numbers that there was some action on that game as well. Folks, here are the picks for this week. We still have Calgary and Edmonton to play from this past week, but here are the 4 games as well as that game that still has to be played. Game 1, I've got the Argos. They seem to be on a roll. I've got BC also in game 2. They're on a tear, offensive tear. They're going to take that game. Game 3, I've got Calgary, but only by a convert. In game 4, I do have Winnipeg, even though he drone helicopters me, etc., and he shows some taunting. I've got him. They've got some weapons on that team. So, folks, let's get to the Paparazzi Pete and Paparazzi Petunia Instagram pick of the week. This time it came from Montreal. It did receive the most votes, but you gotta love how the Paparazzi Pete and Petunia absolutely capture the focus and intensity of receivers in this league. So, folks, whether you're on the gridiron or in the bleachers, be there or be square.